What's up? Quazi here, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to balance the poles to accelerate manifestation and just ride the flow of life so you can effortlessly get to your goals. Before I begin this video, I wanted to quickly announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want to enroll into a competition to win this book for completely free at the end of the week, just comment Life Mastery and we're going to pick one lucky winner every Friday in the community post. So make sure you keep an eye out for the community post for the winner of this week. You could be the one that won. Also, I'm super excited to announce that the free one-to-one consult is open for a limited time, so wait till the end of the video for the announcement on that. And with that, let's get started with this video. So in this video, I want to talk to you about balancing the poles, and you might be wondering what the hell that means. And essentially, if you think of a pendulum, it swings from one end to the other, one end to the other. In our lives, that's what we're doing every single day. We're balancing two different ends of the pole. And if you don't create this balance for yourself, then nature will create it for you. And that is the concept of excessive potentials from reality transurfing. If you don't know what reality transurfing is, I've made a lot of videos on them, and click up here to see the difference between the law of attraction and reality transurfing and essentially what these things are. But reality transurfing is literally the Bible of manifestation, and it uses a quantum physics model of viewing reality and the events that occur in it. With that being said, reality transurfing is a very, very powerful way to manage your reality, and the principles have helped me and countless other people change their lives. So make sure you read this book. But since it's around 800 pages, I try my best to summarize them, and also how I've used them in my personal lives and my clients have used them, and also in general how it can be applied. Now, in understanding that, we go to this concept of excessive potentials and how once you put too much importance on something, nature tries to destroy this polarization you're creating by creating balance for itself. So the key is to create your own personal balance instead of moving from end to end of this. So if you really think about it, people have periods in their lives where they do one thing, and then another period of their lives where they do opposite. And this has happened to me as well. I've personally been one way my whole life, and then another way, and then one way, and then another way. I've just been balancing the poles like that. But instead of swinging like this, you can swing like this. You eventually bring the balance to here. Because essentially, the average of both of these, just moving like this, is the center. But if you just swing a little bit, then you can also create that balance. We want to get to that point because it is just easier to get to our goals that way, without any sort of, excitement. But like I said, that's going to be a very boring way to go about it. But if you want to lead an exciting life, then you can swing pole to pole. But also that has its risks. So keep that in mind. You might be wondering, what I just said, and it might be esoteric, but just stick around till the end of the video. It's going to make a lot more sense. So life is always in a process of entropy. And entropy is the second law of thermodynamics. And essentially what entropy is once you, spray perfume, right? It tries to spread out all over the room. The universe is expanding. Everything goes to chaos and disorder. Disorder is the natural state of the universe and everything in it. That is nature. Nature means disorder. Imperfection is the perfection for nature. So the second law of thermodynamics is the law of entropy. And entropy means everything tends to go to an increased state of disorder. So everything in our lives tends to go to more and more disorder, unless we're using energy to create order. Every time you clean your room naturally tends to more and more messiness and, just dirty. It gets dirty, dust accumulates, it just gets dirty because of this law of entropy. Now, you expend energy to keep this room in order and keep it neat and keep it clean. You take out the trash by expending energy. So expending energy creates this cleanliness. Now, this reality transurfing way of achieving your goals is such that you don't need to expend too much energy. Just enough energy such that you get on the right side of the flow. If you go on the wrong side of the flow, it takes you to another goal. If you get on the right side of the flow, then you go to your goals. Do you see what I mean? So it's about expending enough energy to course correct. So transurfing, and really the easiest way of getting to your goals, is all about course correcting. And when you see that things aren't just going your way, then you got to correct course a little bit. And you just stay in the flow and you coordinate your way through the flow. That's essentially the gist of transurfing. With that said, that is what is known as riding the alternatives flow. And the alternatives flow is the thing that delivers you to your goal. So we want to use this entropy and this natural flow of life to deliver us to our goals. And that is done by expending a little bit of energy course correcting. Now you might be wondering, well, Quazi, what does this have to do with balancing the poles? People are just afraid that whenever they, ride the alternatives flow, they just get too comfortable. It's not about getting too comfortable. You should never be too comfortable. Comfort means death. Really, that's what comfort essentially means. Like when you're the most dead is when you're the most comfortable, because you're just there. Like there is no discomfort, there is no living, there is no growth, nothing is happening. So riding the alternatives flow doesn't mean getting comfortable. It means you're coordinating and you're consciously moving through this flow. You're consciously coordinating your way through this flow. Even within this flow, there's a flow. So there's a larger flow and a smaller flow. If you're really observant of patterns in your life, you'll see that in the long term, there's a long-term pattern, a macro scale pattern happening in your life, and a micro scale pattern happening within your life. Every hour, what you think and feel, how you act, what your habits are. Every single day, what your habits are. Every single month, what your habits are, what patterns your thoughts think. What's going on at the end of the month, what's going on at this point of the month, this point in the year, this point in the solar cycle, every 15 years, every 50 years, every decade. So there's always this pattern going on in your life. I've noticed in my personal life that I've had this pattern of using iPhones. And recently I watched a video of one of my mentors, and he's saying how, I've lived this certain pattern in my life and now it's time to change things up. So you go from order to chaos. So you want to balance out between order and chaos, so this chaos takes you and you're riding that alternatives flow. The order is also just staying within the flow. The chaos is going to a better flow, a flow that'll get you faster and, to a different lifeline, if you will. So you want to balance out between these two poles of order and chaos at all times, okay? This is key because you'll see that businesses get wiped out because they get too ordered. If you look at IBM, and my mentor was talking about this, he was saying how IBM had everything measured down till like the rug, the dimensions of the rug that they would have in every single office, dimensions of the desk to every single office, and IBM got wiped out, to even up until the garters that people wore, the length of the socks and what kind of watches you're allowed to wear depending on what your rank is. They systemized every single thing and really codified it. That's the right word. They codified every single little detail. And that's good up until a certain point. But then, companies like Amazon came in and wiped out Walmart because Walmart also tried to codify it. But Amazon was all over the place and with chaos and trying out new things. So you always want to be trying out new things and going towards a little bit of chaos more and more in your life, but at the same time keeping order. So it's all about balancing these two poles. Now, what happened with my mentor was he was living years and years in order, and his name is Sam Ovens. If you check out his new video, this is where I learned this concept from, and it made me aware of this happening in my personal life. What happened in his personal life was he stayed in order more and more, and as he stayed in order, he got into his comfort zone. So this is getting in your comfort zone. When you're doing something that's comfortable every single day, you're getting in your comfort zone. But now in chaos, he's uncomfortable. So in my personal life, I've been seeing this happening as well. The more I make 7 videos a week, the more I'm like, okay, well, this is comfortable now. Even though it's uncomfortable for me to do this, it's still comfortable for me to, the idea of making 7 videos, knowing that, okay, well, my subscriber base is growing the best to my ability and, I'm doing everything that I can. So I'm comfortable. So now you want to get to a little bit of discomfort and more chaos. So from now on, what I'm going to start to do, and I'm officially announcing this on my channel, is I'll start to make 3 videos a week. I don't know which days yet. It'll probably be Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday at around 1 p.m. And I want to know what you guys think of that. So just let me know in the comments below. For those who've been watching my channel for a while now, I want to know what you guys think of me making 3 videos a week as opposed to 7. And that'll give me more time to really focus on clients and also focus on business and growing. And even now that we have more clients in the program, it's going to be hard for me to make 7 videos a week and just keep up with it. So at the same time, I'll be letting go of my fear of, oh no, if I don't make 7 videos, then I won't grow in subscribers, and then this won't happen, and then that won't happen. But rather focus on providing quality content so that everyone can benefit from it. Okay? So from now on, that's what I'll be doing to break free from my comfort zone. So with that said, you want to tend towards more course correction and balance out the two poles in your life. So what my mentor, Sam Ovens, what he's starting to do is he's using an Android phone after 10 years of using an iPhone. So he's just changing things up. If you've been brushing your teeth with your right hand, start brushing your teeth with your left hand. So there are short-term habits that you have and long-term habits that you have. Break them. Don't be afraid to break them. But also, once you break them, stick to them for a while. Okay? Keep some order in that new routine that you're going to make. And even, just scramble it up a little bit. Right now your life is going like this, but sometimes you want to let it go like this all over the place. So this chaos actually gets you to more and more creativity. And you'll see that once you're balancing the poles, nature won't have to come in to balance it as well. And you're not living in that constant cycle of compulsivity, but rather you're breaking free more and more and becoming more and more conscious. Because if you really think about it, when you get uncomfortable, that's when you become the most conscious. When you're around people, who are fun to be around, anyone can do that. But it's another thing being around people who aren't fun to be around. That is what a true spiritually strong person is. Just being joyful regardless of whatever the situation in life is. Anyone can be joyful in a joyful situation in life. Very few people can be joyful no matter what the situation in life is. I want you to get to that point. And I'm training myself to get to that point every single day. I'm not perfect, but it's improved significantly over the years. So there are short-term habits in your life, like every single day, what am I doing? Day-to-day activities. There are long-term habits in your life. Every single month, what am I doing? 10 years I've had an iPhone, time to go for an Android. Short-term habits, every single day I'm waking up at 5:30, time to wake up at 8 and become a late riser or a night owl. It's time to start working nights, etc., etc. Or if you've been a night owl, time to start being, a morning bird. So you really want to break these habits and show to yourself that you are the one creating your reality. Even if you're practicing identity shifting like myself, I've seen that whenever I've broken the pattern of daily existence, I was able to break free from this cycle, this cycle of compulsivity. And my goals that I was working on every single day, they just got manifested as a result of me just taking a break. So some days I would just work really hard and I would get no results from it. Like, oh no clients to the program, or, this thing isn't going my way, I'm not getting subscribers, or, this, girl didn't hit me up, or whatever happened. I just took a break from working, on my business, let's say, and I just went to the park and sat down. And I would never do that. I'd be like afraid to do that. I'd be like, oh no, I didn't work a 10-hour day today. I'm not going towards my goals, no. But just don't be afraid to let go. So the biggest thing I've had a fear of letting go is making YouTube videos 7 days a week. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop making YouTube videos 7 days a week, start making 3 quality videos a week. And I want you to let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this idea, or any sort of ideas you have of content you would like to see from now on. Maybe even themes you would like to see for each of these days of the week. And I would be really, really happy to know what you think. Yeah, that would really help out. So with that, just to conclude this video in this last week of 7 videos a week, most people are moving from end to end and they're swinging really hard. You want to get to a point where you're not swinging that hard. You're just in balance and you're maintaining your own personal balance. You're not letting nature maintain your balance. So you find your own personal balance with everything. And remember that life is in a constant process of entropy. Everything is going towards more and more disorder and messiness. Now, writing the alternatives flow means course correction, not forcing everything and micromanaging, but rather macromanaging. You're going the wrong path now, no problem. No problem. I let myself cheat today, no problem. Course correct. Course correct. Course correct. And obviously use this in balance too. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm shooting drugs today, no problem. And maybe you want to do that, maybe you don't, but I certainly don't want to get to that kind of balancing the poles. But you want to do something that's completely left field. And do this with your short-term habits. Break any short-term habits you have right now. You'll automatically become conscious. If you've been brushing your teeth with your right hand up until now, try brushing it with your left hand. If you've been using an iPhone, try using an Android, or try, changing your room around even. Change the layout of your room. Do anything to break free from this cycle of compulsivity. Anything that you change in your life, anything you make a change to, you'll be aligning with the changing nature of life. The nature of life is conscious. Like everything is, in disorder. It's not the same any single day around. No 2 days are the same. Today is a new day, right? So with that said, I conclude this video, and I would love to know what you think about the idea of making 3 videos a week. Just let me know in the comments below. And if you're gonna miss me, also if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell over there so you're notified of any new video that I put out. And also, I'm super excited to announce that I'm going to be growing a massive Facebook group. So make sure you take advantage of this when I'm making 3 videos a week and communicate with me, stay in touch with me in the Facebook group. I'll be active there because we have great members. So just click on the link in the description below to join. Hope I see you there. And also, the Reality Mastery program is almost fully booked out for August. We only have 2 more spots available, and I don't even know if there are 2 more spots available up until this point because I filmed these videos in advance. So if you still want to enroll or you're interested in it, just sign up for the free one-to-one consult. And let's see if we can use this powerful system in your life to help you get some results and break free from this compulsive cycle and really become that ideal version, the 2.0 version of yourself, so that you're able to achieve whatever it is you want in your life. With that, thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Peace.